Hi guys, it's me, and now I'm gonna be doing a comparison type video for two dramas that are really related. I'll be putting in pictures and stuff in there, mostly just pictures, because I don't want to get stuck with copyright stuff. I don't want to do that. But I was gonna show comparison pictures between mostly the character casting and the outfits and stuff like that for the two dramas, because they're basically the same story, just told in different cultures with slightly different stories. Same exact story, just slightly different. First, I will start by reading the descriptions for the two dramas, and maybe hopefully that'll start us off on the right track between the between the differences and similarities. Okay, first I should probably say what I'm comparing. I'm comparing the stories, the Korean drama To Beautiful You and the Japanese drama Hana, Kimi, and they both of the names are basically the same, or they both have a subname that is the same exact thing. It is the exact same story by the exact same person, just told by different cultures, and it is under the name, God, where is it? For You in Full Bloom. And that's basically, yeah. That's the original name, but in the Korean version they decided to rename it a tiny bit. But anyways, let's start off with To Beautiful You, which is the more recent of the two. It says, Kang Tae-jun, played by Cho Min-ho, who is from SHINee, which is my favorite band, is a gold medalist in the high jump, but he has been mired in a slump due to an injury. In order to help her idol, a girl named Koo Jae-hee, played by Sully from FX, by the way, disguises herself as a boy and enrolls in the same all-male school. That description sounds kind of boring. Sorry to say it, but it does. And then there's a big freaking three paragraph long thing and stuff about the first episode, and it tells what's in the first episode, which I'm not gonna read because I'm not that stupid. And it took me a lot just to get through that, so there's no way in hell I'm gonna read the next one, or the next bunch. Okay, well, that's loading. So, basically it's exactly what it says. The girl decides to, go to the same school as her idol, even though he goes to an all-guys school, and disguises herself as a guy, and, pretends to be a guy and goes to his school just to kind of be a stalker and just be at the same school as him, because she feels that it is her obligation to make him jump again. Don't care why, that of the billion other fans that he has, that she feels like she has the obligation to do it, but she does. And then for Hana Kimi, it says, based on a popular comic, this hilarious comedy follows the chaos, troubles, and friendship of a boy's boarding school after a girl disguised as a boy joins. Ashia Mizuki has just come back from Japan from Korea, where she is raised. She falls in love with Shino Azumi, a hopeful high jump hero who has quit after an accident. As she wants him to go back to the sport once again, she enters the same school as him as a boy. With short hair, flattened chest, and lower voice, she starts sharing the same room with Shina. Okay. And that is the different descriptions for them. And this one, is the exact same thing. She decides to disguise herself as a boy and go to his school, and because she feels obligated to go to the same school, or go to his school and try and help him high jump again. But this time it's a tiny bit different. She actually has a purpose to go. It's not just, I'm a fan and I feel obligated to go. It's more than that. It's, I'm a fan, but I'm not just a fan. I am the one that caused him to have this accident. And that's why I'm here. I was the reason that caused this. I want to be the reason that it starts again. When he went on a trip to California I'm assuming it's for some kind of sports competition or something. He was in California, and that's where she was living at the time, and she was getting mugged by these guys, and he decides to save her, and in the process of saving her and trying to run away, he ends up, he goes to do a ninja jump onto the fence and climb over, and he gets grabbed by the ankle by one of the guys, and they, for some reason, just decided to slit his ankle, and I have no idea how he got away with just a slit ankle, because, if you are slit in the ankle and stuff, which probably cuts a nerve or something sometimes, I highly doubt you'd be able to walk, and I'm pretty sure if you, flopped over onto the other side of the fence and stuff, I'm pretty sure if you can get over it, they can get over it, so I don't get how he got away with just that. But that's not the purpose. But, so she actually has something to actually go for other than just being a fan. She also has motivation to actually be the one to do it. From Too Beautiful You, it's just, I'm a fan, and for some reason I feel the obligation to do it. But in this one, it's I was the one that caused this accident, I want to be the one to help. And so, in my opinion, that was way better. Okay, next one. They share a dorm together, and, the situations of the room is a lot similar, except for since one of them is from 2007, 2011, something like that, and the other one's, or actually I think it was 2007, 2008, and the other one is from 2012, you can definitely assume some sort of difference in the set. In Hana, Kimi, it is a very simple room with really junky stuff. They have a top floor, bottom floor thing like they did in Too Beautiful You. Peanut, quit sniffing the door. And they have the same living accommodation type thing and stuff, she's on the top, he's on the bottom, and that's what she said. Sorry, had to do it. Except for, in Hana, Kimi, they're in a smaller, more confined space. And most times, they have practically the entire school, or at least the entire dorm building, which is a third of the school, crammed into their one room. It's a lot of guys, but I definitely know that it is a lot less guys than, or a lot less people, period, than a lot less people than at my school. My school is about 200 students. There is about, 60 to 100 students there, and they can compact, a third of them into this one room. In Too Beautiful You, there is the same accommodations, except for it's a larger space, and they don't allow any more than, 4 or 5 people in that room. They will not allow it. It's get out! Let's go to the lounge or something. And this drama was very focused on the main set was the cafeteria. It wasn't their bedroom or the classroom, which it mostly should have, because it is a school drama, so it should, at least for the most part, take place in a classroom. But for both of them, not very much. 1 or 2 episodes, yeah, I was in the classroom, but then no. Which, I've seen a lot of school dramas do this and stuff. It'll start out in the school, and they'll have most of the story revolve around the school, but then as the more they go through the story, the less the school appears and more outside of school appears. Like in Monster and stuff, it started out for the first 4 episodes of them mostly being in the school, but then after that and stuff, you never see the school until the last episode again. Maybe once or twice before and stuff, but it mostly goes on to the school. And the exact same thing happened with both of these. But like, the living accommodations were somewhat similar. The fact that most of the actual school was not even shown, even though like most of it took place in a dormitory inside the school. You still don't see the school that much. You see the rooms sometimes and some of the other spots and stuff, but you don't really see the classroom. You don't see the classroom. And I think they could have shown a little bit more of that. Like, from what I've read in the manga so far, which I'm not done reading, a lot of it centers around the classroom. Like, most of it takes place in the classroom. Like, a lot of the discussions and all that other stuff. Okay, next topic. The attitude and tone of the TV series. This will definitely have to be in 2 parts, because I have a lot more to go than this is at 13 minutes. But anyways, the tone of the story. In To a Beautiful You, which will be represented by my doggy here. Peanut is so tired right now. They have a more of a very boring, bland, somewhat kind of not really exciting tone to it and stuff. It's very school. Yeah. It's very, yeah, I don't know how to say it. But like, there are moments where it's like really exciting and really happy and all that stuff, but for the most part it's very bland and boring and serious. Whereas in Hana, Kimi, like, it's all fun and games and jokes and excitement, just like in the manga. And like, the best friend guy that I don't know the name for in either series, he spends most of his time like jumping around and having inner thought like spasms and stuff, where he's like talking and like moving around the room and being all Tamaki or Tamaki-like. And I'm putting Peanut down now. And like it's so enthusiastic and like they're boys being boys. Whereas in the other one, it's not so much. It's mostly like sports and like seriousness about sports and so. Whereas in this one, it doesn't really focus. Or where in Hana, Kimi, it doesn't really focus that much on sports. It more focuses on the guys being guys and stuff like that. I'm gonna stop this now and go on to the next parts. I will see you in part 2. Bye.